Good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a nice week, had a nice into the week here, a nice Friday. We'll be going over the market, going over today's plays, talk about what to expect for next week. Let's go ahead and get started. Good afternoon. This is Ifan from the Strategic Day Trader, and this is your market wrap for April 23rd, 2021. Yesterday, we did have that afternoon sell off here, and I said, it's looking like a shakeout. And if we were to gap down, probably be a good scenario to get bought, but I'm not really expecting us to be bearish. We really need to see something else. And it did turn out to be a shakeout. You can see today engulfing that bar right back up to where we were before the news came out. Okay, so it was interesting yesterday. Had a lot of people, in the room at the time asking, should I get out of all my long positions? Is this the top? This kind of thing. And I try to reiterate that that doesn't seem to be the case yet. It could turn out to be. It's like, not. I'm fine with being wrong, but based on the chart, this kind of drop right to support, usually not enough to really, start to panic. And that's kind of what I saw set in a little bit yesterday afternoon. So that's why, wanted to emphasize I'm going into tomorrow expecting this to be more or less a shakeout. And if it turns out to be, this is the start of a big move lower, then we can always adjust. But you can see today we took it out, SPY new all-time highs. Okay, so going into Monday, bullish on the Qs and SPY. Okay? All right. Let's go over plays from today. It was unfortunate yesterday. I thought we had a really nice play on the BX, and then the market kind of news came in, and this kind of came in with it. I was really trying to stick with the BX all day. And I'm sure some of this has to do with the bullishness of the market today, but man, what a move. Would have been nice, if we even got a little bit more of this yesterday. I didn't really see a good entry on it today, so this wasn't a play today. It was just a play from yesterday. You can see it just took off right from the start there. This has like a base breakout. I think that's way too up there, too small of a base. So no plays on this BX today, but I think we had the right idea yesterday. And I wasn't really planning on turning this into a swing trade or anything. What was worse though, so the BX doesn't bother me. What was worse was the RLX. I did let this one go. We played it yesterday, expecting a break of the highs and big targets off of the daily here, right? Back up into resistance here, especially if we got over this 1130 or so. And this was a bad miss on my part. This was the 5-minute base breakout there. Look at the volume coming down there as the base is forming. So then as soon as it breaks out, that's where you get the follow through. And it was just, huge play on the RLX. Kind of saw it and decided to let it go. Thought it was a little bit, I guess, sour on it from yesterday. But look at that. Base breakout. Really nice. So that was not great. And at the time, too, the FE was triggering at the same time, which did tag me in. You can see kind of, and then tagged me out, and then kind of went right back up. I never ended up replaying it, but the first play did kind of fail on FE. So it was kind of a rough start to the morning just because, I was watching the BX go, trying to find a way into it. Wouldn't really let me in with any really nice entry. RLX told me pretty quickly. Should have been played. Maybe just a little bit, biased against it because of yesterday not following through. But after the FE, next play was the XXII. So this turned out pretty well. So this was good on the XXII. You can see this was a base breakout. I know some people played it with me. Some people kind of lost interest in it and kind of killed it break even, which is too bad. And I know some people got back in it after that, which is good. Pretty decent there, run up. I didn't end up holding a runner on this because you can see here at the time that we're crossing over 2 Rs there. And this bar was starting to form here. The stop was all the way down here. And so I decided not to wait for this bar to form. You can see it does form and does hold. So if I had held a runner, could have been in it till end of day. Actually, up here at this 524, that's 5 hours max on this. I think some things definitely could have done better today, but I think overall still turned out okay. A lot of the kind of just the right idea, execution needed to be better, um, but I think still okay overall. It's nice to definitely see a lot of things following through. It's starting to feel a little bit more like earnings season, so that's typically the case. It's kind of one of the things how I know that we're getting going or earnings season is heating up is the missing out aspect of the day kind of starts to increase. You just see more plays follow through, more plays that even aren't that good start to follow through. There are more gaps to choose from. Sometimes you get a little bit busy and you miss something just because you were too busy, you didn't catch it in time. So that's kind of more the what we're expecting. And so, even though I think today could have been a lot better, I think it should be a sign of how next week is going to be, is that we'll get a lot more opportunities. So hopefully you did well today. Those were the plays, and hopefully you're looking forward to next week. All right. So for those of you in the room, I'll talk to you first thing Monday morning. Have a great weekend, everyone, and I will talk to you next week. Have a good evening.